Steve, just thought I'd catch up with you about last weekend's show. Pretty damn good show actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was pleased with it. You know, it was the last show of the season, so we wanted to go out with a bit of a bang, and we did do. I think we had some great fights on the show, and certainly everybody who comes to the event has said afterwards how much they enjoyed it, so that's always a good sign.
Well, again, it was shown on our Facebook page. I think they had something like 55,000 views and reached over 170,000 people.
Yeah, I believe so, which is good news. You know, we're spending a lot more money on production now, as everyone have noticed, and it's good that people, apart from coming to the events, are benefiting seeing them live in top quality.
Yeah. I mean, we're running down the card. We started with a cracking show where Carl Motti gets put down in the first round, returns the favour to his opponent in the second round, and
yeah, I mean,
comfortably.
The Estonians sometimes can let you down, but this kid come over and he was in tremendous shape. A journeyman with a six-pack, so as soon as I seen him I knew he was going to have a fight, and to be honest with you, I was going down the stairs when he heard the 10 count in the first round, and I thought, oh no, it's all over, Kyle's knocked him out. And then I come back up and find out who Kyle had been over. He tells me it was a slip, but I've not had a chance to watch it back. But you know, Kyle put him over in the second, and they had a good fight, so it was a nice start to the night, that one.
It was. And then we had a little run out for Mark Thompson before he goes over to Africa against the fantastic Mr. Willie Warburton.
Yeah, you know, let's be honest about it, he was a run out, and you know, Mark's not fought for a while, so he just wanted to get the feel of putting the 10-ounce gloves on and having a few rounds before he goes over to Africa. You know, he's fighting for the title over in Africa in 4 weeks' time against a kid who's 9-0 and had 9 knockouts.
Yeah,
so we don't know what he's been knocking out, but obviously he can punch, otherwise he wouldn't have been knocking him out. No. So you know, one way or the other, it's a task for Mark, but it's one he's up for, and you know, he can punch himself, Mark. So I think we'll see a KO over there. Hopefully it'll be a Tomo KO.
He said in the post-fight interview, he said, I'm going over there, it's going to be war. He said there's going to be 2 results, either I knock him out or I get knocked out. So
well,
it means business.
That's probably it, yeah.
But this was a cracking little. It was a third fight, Adam Ridge against Liam Richards, and it was.
Yeah, I think they've had I know they've had a bet between the 3 of them, haven't they? The Ashley boys.
First knockout
all been winning on points, no one's had a stoppage, so with him having a chance to win a few quid off his mates, he was probably over eager to get the stoppage, but he boxed very well. He put Liam down, not many people do that, and a little bit of thought he might have even got the stoppage, but fair play to the pair of them. It was a good fight, entertaining for everybody. Then
it was a nice return to the ring for Luke Evans, out after that horrendous knife attack last year.
Yeah, I mean, even though he's 7-0, we opted just to come back with a 4-rounder because, you know, not just physically the damages he had done, mentally, and you know, mental scars, as they say, to match the scars on his face. He wasn't too sure what he was going to get, but fair play to him, he handled the occasion really well and boxed like he'd never been away, so I was really pleased for Luke.
You know, his opponent, that Paul Ducey, he's a new kid on the block, isn't he? But he's fought twice on our show.
Yeah, he gave Nathan Bennett a bit of a test as well, didn't he? So it wasn't like an easy fight for him to come back.
No,
you know, it was a winnable fight. He boxed very well and won it comfortably, yeah.
And then Leland Taylor gets into the ring, an angry man. He wants an opportunity to fight some of the bigger boys, but destroyed his.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he just fought a couple of kids with winning records before he got the Tyrone Nurse fight, which was back in 2015. Then he had a couple of bring back fights. Then he's had 12 months out with a shoulder injury, so he's just come back. And unfortunately, we've not been able to manage him batch him up with anyone with winning records. You know, circumstances are we put him in title fights. The one he was going to Australia fell through. Tyrone Nurse managed to get an opportunity. Then there's a couple that he's been offered and we've not took him for whatever reason. There's a couple that we've been offered, we've took him. Only Johnny Garton the other week, and then they wouldn't have it. So he's not worked out well like that. But you know, looking at the British rankings, he's ranked 14. So I'd like to get him into the eliminator. But there's people above him, so you know we're going to have to work and beat a couple of kids. I'll get a lucky break, and that's the way it's going to be. But you know, like he's frustrated fighting those kids. I mean, I'm frustrated. I don't particularly want to be paying those kids for Liam just to come and punch holes, and no benefit for Liam, no benefit for me,
well, since he has
no
come
benefit
back,
for the show.
Since that injury, he has been pretty devastating. You know, I know he was meant to beat all these kids, but I think he stopped 5 out of his last 6 opponents.
Yeah.
And not look like he's really had to get out of first gear.
No, and I think going up from like welter to welter has been a big factor in that there, that he's not actually killing himself, and he feels a lot healthier and better that way. And listen, he deserves the opportunity, but so do the 13 people who's above him and that. So it's not easy out there. We're trying our best, and it'll come for him, but he's going to have to be patient. You know.
Then we had another cracking fight. Mr. Jack Rafferty getting his back-to-back stoppages against Paul Cummins.
Yeah, that's 2 fights he's had for VIP now since he signed us, and both his stoppages, and both against kids who don't normally get stopped. But certainly the writing was on the wall on Saturday. He's a very aggressive fighter, isn't he, Jack? And do you know what? I like his style, and he's more fan friendly than probably 90% of boxers, and he's decent. So I look forward to having a fun ride with Ralph. Yeah. And
then we got the last of the VIP boys who fight out the amateur side, the amateur gym at the back with Damien Jones. Andrew Fleming looking really good against Michael Mooney.
Yeah. Well, Mooney's always looking to win one over and catch it, isn't he? And so he had to be on guard there, but he systematically beat him.
He just totally outboxed him, didn't he? Because he had a massive reach advantage over him, and he made it pay, didn't he?
Yeah. So he's moved to 4-0 as well. It's going to be interesting what we're going to do with him and Reggie when they start moving up to 6 rounds, and you know, they're not in different gyms. We could put them together, but we'll have to see what we do with them. Yeah. And
then we had the start of the 3 big fights tonight. Dale Coyne stepping up against Nick Gemman.
Yeah, I mean Dale put in a faultless performance, didn't he? He looked really solid and compact, and systematically broke Gemman down with body shots, didn't he? And
first body shot he put him over with was I was wincing. I was watching from up top.
Yeah. So a good solid performance from Dale, and you see, he does seem to be getting better every fight, and we're getting the progressions with Dale. He is fighting better kids, and
now you got Jack Flatley who fought Troy Williamson a couple of weeks ago, fantastic fight. You got Dale stepping up again against Nick Gemman, fantastic fight. You got Jack Cullen who fought this night, looking really good.
Yeah. People say why don't you put them together on your own shows, but the truth is they're good fighters, and they deserve to be on TV if they're going to fight each other and get well paid for it, and get the exposure on TV. So it's not something I'm going to do, put them together, but I think you'll probably see that they'll be in a mix, won't they?
Oh, definitely. I think well,
let's go on to Cullen then. There, I mean.
Well, we got Moorcroft first. They fought next against Nathan Hardy. A little step up in opponent as Nathan Hardy's a journeyman, but very good journeyman. A guy who can take anyone and give everyone good hard rounds. But Moorcroft has come down from middleweight.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal how he's managed to do it.
You can't fault what he does. He tries really hard. He's come from an unlicensed background, and he's improving every fight, and he wants it, and he puts it in there. Probably rushed him, to be honest with you, in 12 months, getting him to the position he is, where he's just won a little Masters belt. So maybe next year we'll just slow him down a little bit and maybe get him some hard spars to get him ready for when we do push on with him. But you know, we've got to be careful that we don't rush him, as I say, because of the lack of amateur pedigree he had.
Yeah, well, you can't tell. And then we had finally Jack Cullen against Emmanuel Musinga, and that Musinga, he was a big lad. He looked like a bodybuilder, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, apparently he took Ben Sheedy the distance at the MBN Arena not so long ago and took some rounds off him. So you know, it was always going to be not a walkover for Cullen. And being honest, he copped for one in the first round, which wobbled him a little bit, but I don't know about wobbling him, but waking him up, because in the second round he put him on those ropes and he hit him with a kitchen sink, didn't he?
He did,
You know, he took a few himself while he was unloading, but you know, fair play to that Musinga. He actually stood up longer than I thought, but he had to work with the number and volume of punches he was getting it clean with, and the body shots made him sink to the knees, and he did get up, but he was soon back down again, and the referee was right to stop it. I mean, Cullen loves a fight, doesn't he? And that's why he's got a good fan base, because when you got to watch Jack Cullen, like we say about Jack Rafferty, you can see in the fight, aren't you? Because he wants to hurt people.
He does. Doesn't make his coach happy, Tommy Bowles.
Well, when you look at him, he's got like the build of a Tommy Earns, hasn't he? And he probably fights a bit like him. Whereas when you think you're 6'4" and you can use your jab and make things nice and easy, why don't you? By getting a fight, but he's just in him. I mean, I was saying to him today, look, we need to get you boxing a little bit, because when we make that step up, you won't be able to get away with the mistakes that you're getting away with now. And so let's see you boxing and then breaking people up slowly. And then if you need to have a fight, we know you can fight, but let's not just have a fight. So he laughed and said he'll try. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But again, entertaining fighter, quality fighter, and going to be in the mix. Yeah.
But the majority of those fighters on there are all ready for a real step up, aren't they, for next season?
I think the ready to move up there, because they're only young, aren't they? You know what I mean? And
must be exciting for you.
You've got to be careful about matching them, because you don't want them to get a bad defeat when they move up. Although a good defeat sometimes makes better fights, and as it's done with Ryan Dolan, as we've seen, definitely. You know, a loss isn't the end of the world, and the big promoters are seeing that now. As well as you put a good performance in, they're willing to have you back and test other people, and that's a great thing about boxing at the moment. It's busy and it's in a boom, but I've got a job to protect the kids and bring them on at the right pace, so I've got to be careful of not rushing them. And these are only young kids, and you know, we can take our time and try and get it right for them.
Sounds funny when you can say that.
Well,
it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like I say, majority of them are under 25, aren't they?
Yeah,
you know? And you know, they're at the stage where majority of them there are all 10-0 plus and doing really well.
Yeah, listen, there's title fights in a lot of them, and when I say title fights, I mean genuine big title fights, minimum British level for the majority of those kids. What I want to do is try and make it that we win it, and you know, we're not just here to compete. Sometimes you're going to lose, which is fine, but ideally we want to win. Yeah.
Well, I mean, just looking there, you've got Rafferty, James Moorcroft, and Liam Taylor. I know they're all at different stages a little bit, but they're all in that welterweight division, aren't they? And that could be exciting, because all the big boys have moved out of it now, haven't they? Well,
I'm not too sure. There's still some top kids in that welterweight. I mean, I know Bradley Skeet got beaten for the European and is the British champion, but he'll want to move on now. He's won the British outright, and I can't see why he hasn't moved on. Okay, he had a bad defeat for the European, but he's a good fighter. So
and Josh Kelly's picks up the Commonwealth.
Yeah, I think Josh Kelly's going down a different route. They're going to fast track him. He'll be probably fighting world.
Well, that's what I mean. So them two out of the way.
Yeah.
You look at everyone else in there, and they all tend to be new boys on the block.
I don't know about that. There's some serious fighters in the welterweight division, but Liam Taylor's in the mix there now. You know, he's got to get in and have a fight, and then see where we're at with him there. Moorcroft's miles away from that level. You know, he's doing really well, and Raf will be at that level, but he's a couple of years away. You know what I mean? He's only a young kid, and he's only had 4 fights. But no, heavyweight we've got. We was laughing last night about the featherweights. You know, we was talking about a good featherweight, and I'm like, well, I've got 4 who'll beat him, and you know, we're flying at that weight, and you know, it's going to be interesting. Like you say, the middleweights, we've got a few as well. So let's get ready for the new season. I'm looking forward to the break.
No, that's all right actually. But I'm definitely excited about next season and what's to come for your fighters, because really it's got a lot of quality now.
Right, thanks, Leslie. Cheers, bye.